Hey everyone, this is Michael Tritthart, National Technology Instructor, and this is part 4 of 4 on how realtors can compete with Zillow and other major companies that are moving further and further into the real estate market. And the focus on this one is going to be a word that most agents, real estate agents, do not like to hear, and that word is blog. Because blog equals content. And if you go in and you blog about your niche area, whatever your one thing is, you can have a tremendous amount of success in terms of showing up in Google, but also in the real estate transaction world as well, by going in and focusing on your one thing by using blogs. Now, your placed-your websites that all of the real estate agents in the world have. Anybody who's a member of NAR in the whole United States, you can have access to a placed-your website. They have agreements with Keller Williams Realty. They have agreements with Remax and other companies to provide additional placed-your templates to those agents. Those are all built on the WordPress backbone, which means that they have a blog built into those platforms. If you're using WordPress, I have a custom WordPress website, then you have a blog capability on that. I'm going to show you some samples here in just a bit of what you guys can do if you go in and focus on your one thing when it comes to blogging. But before I show you the samples, I'm going to give you a giveaway. So this is for all the DIYs who are watching this video, all the do-it-yourself people. If I come over and I go to michaeltritthart.com, you'll see right up here it says Services, Sites for Your Business, Lead Capture and Generation. So Services, Sites for Your Business, Lead Capture and Generation. That's going to bring you to this page right here. Services, Sites for Your Business, Lead Capture and Generation. And if you scroll this page just a bit, come down to where you see Community and Blog Templates. If you click on that, it will open this page up, and basically what you would need to do on this page is just go to where it says File in the top left-hand corner, left click on it, go down to where it says Download As, Microsoft Word or whatever format that you want, and this file is yours. And there's no strings attached. This is yours and yours to keep. And what will happen is this is going to give you the ability to go in and create your blog post. Everything in yellow you change. You update it to your information. This is basically your cheat sheet. So here's the long form, here's a medium-sized blog, and then here's a small, just quick little blurb that you guys can do. So go in, first off, before you even do any of this, determine what your one thing is, and then hammer that. And whatever it is, use this template, use this guide to really narrow that focus and go in and do that. And so you can use this for, if your one thing is communities in your area, then you can use these templates. Now, let's say that you have determined that your one thing is actually one specific area. And that's something that the real McCoys have done. And this is Terry and Ron McCoy out of Plano, Texas. And what they've done is, number one, they got their custom WordPress platform built. We helped them with that. And then they realized during this process that they needed to focus on their one thing. And their one thing was going to be Legacy West. We had mentioned them in a couple of the other videos earlier. And so if you go down through here, most of their blog posts are going to be about things that are happening at Legacy West. That is a growing area here in North Texas. We've got thousands of people that are moving into that area. Ron and Terry are actually a couple that are moving into that area. And so not only are they talking about what's going into Legacy West, they're sharing stories about their journey of moving to Legacy West. So they're putting a personal touch onto this, which is huge. I mean, if you are able to provide information that consumers like, but things that they can also relate to, it's going to help you. It's going to help you tremendously. And we've already seen in one of the other videos how they were showing up on a #1 search result for Legacy West. You're starting to see their information more and more on Legacy West. The more that they blog, the more photos that they put in there, the more they're starting to pop up. So if I go out and I do a search for Britton Homes Legacy West office, the 3 highlighted photos right here, they all link back to blog posts from the McCoys. If I go out and I pull up certain articles about Legacy West, you start to see the McCoys show up on page 1. So the results are starting to occur. The more that you feed the machine, the more that you feed Google with your local niche topics, the more you're going to become visible, and you're going to be able to compete with Zillow and all the other big brands that are out there, especially when it comes to in this case, Legacy West for the McCoys. Focus on your one thing. Now, something else that is a byproduct of this, you go out and you start creating all these blog posts, you start creating all this content, you can then turn around and start to market this information on Facebook. And, I know that can't see your hands right now, but when I'm in class, I always ask everybody, so raise your hand if you've ever gone out and shared an article that you liked and you shared it on Facebook. Like you found an article about whatever it was and you shared it on Facebook. Every hand goes up because we've all done that. We all go out and we share somebody else's article. We'll go out and create original content on your website using your blog post. Now, if you have to borrow some information from other resources, make sure you cite those sources. So if you scroll down through here on Ron and Terry's blog post, if you start to see resources cited, that just means that the information was not created original. They pulled some content from some areas, but we're not trying to steal it. You can see right here that they give the source to Family Friends Poems. They're not trying to steal the data. Don't steal any information. Don't take somebody else's blog post, copy it and paste it and say, hey, everyone look at my new blog post. Always cite your sources, but create your own original spin on that. And one example of this is Boeing. Their headquarters is moving to Legacy West. So Ron and Terry created a blog post on their website about Boeing moving. And I copied that link before I started this video. I already have it pulled up. If I go over here to Facebook and act like I'm going to post this on a business page, let's say I'm the McCoys, I'm posting it on their business page, this is what shows up. This is the article that was created by the McCoys from the McCoys website. They put this on their Facebook business page. They can then boost that. That will then, they can say boost this and show this to everybody in Seattle, which is where Boeing is moving from, or show this in North Texas, or show this here, there, everywhere. People are going to see this article. They're going to click on this article. They're going to go to the McCoys page. They're going to read that article. They're going to like it. They're going to share it. But the great thing about it is they're on the McCoys page. And while they're on here, they're going to be able to go out and see homes for sale right here. They're going to be able to see featured homes, be able to search. They're going to be able to do everything that they need to do all from the McCoys page. Blogging is an essential part of your business if you want to compete against the big box companies like Zillow and everybody else that's out there. And you can do it. You can absolutely go out and compete if you narrow your focus, you use Google, you do everything we've talked about in all these videos. You create a website that's more than just a brand. You have content on your website, and then you're using Facebook and predictive data to be successful with it all. So if you start to take all the different elements out of parts 1, 2, 3, and 4 and put it together, then you're going to start to see a major shift in your business and a shift toward the positive. Now, if you look at all of this, look at all 4 of these videos, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. You got to take it one piece at a time. And there's workshops that are out there that I do. I'm sure there's workshops that your office is providing to you as well. You got to take advantage of it. But you also got to keep in mind you're a real estate agent first. Maybe you're a web designer and a blogger second. Find your leverage. Find somebody that can assist you with this. One of the things that we're doing for the McCoys and we're doing for a lot of our clients out there is the design team. My design team is actually going out and writing the blog post now. We have the ability to write blog posts, custom blog posts for many of our clients. So if you want to know more about that, all you got to do is shoot me an email. I'll send you the details. We have different levels of what we do. But basically one of our bloggers is meeting with the McCoys on a weekly basis to determine what those blog posts are going to be. Then they're writing 2 to 3 blog posts a week and creating a really strong niche focus for them in Legacy West. So that's something that we can do. If you found somebody else that can do it for you, then more power to you. But if you narrow that focus using blogs, you will be successful in your area. So this is part 4 of 4. I hope that you found this to be beneficial. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, whatever the case may be, you can always send me an email. You can reach me at michaeltritthart.com and you can shoot me an email from there. Be happy to help you to battle and compete with all the other companies that are out there in the real estate world. And like I said in some of the other videos, keep in mind the biggest part of this is focusing on your community and making sure you're providing value to your consumers. If you do that, you will win and you'll see some success happening in your business. Thanks so much.